Alright people, what the hell is going on? Ah man, I don't even know what today is. This is Wednesday. I know the a little workout challenge that I'm doing starts on Friday. So I basically been trying to game plan and figure out what I was going to do as far as my workouts and stuff is concerned. And I should be alright for the most parts. You know, cardio might be a problem on weeks like this. Well, my cardio got to be done outside and it's a little wet out. So, I don't know. I'll figure that part out. But it's a whole bunch of stuff. You know how you get gung-ho when you want to try to get into stuff. You got to learn to pace yourself. And that's something I'm going to have to write into my routine. I'm going to have to actually write some shit down for a change. It's not often I do that. And then even when I do, stuff just goes way left. And kind of pace myself getting back into this, because I figured out for some reason when I went to that concert day before yesterday, I don't know, I guess it was just that day because I wasn't feeling well. I wasn't feel, you know, I don't know what it was, but I wasn't feeling well. I wasn't like sick, but I was more tired than usual, and having to go up and down them steps because you know, when you get in crowded places, and fucking the elevators be crowded and shit. So you know you at the top of the damn parking garage, so you have to take the steps down and up and all that. Yeah, just walking up steps it wasn't pleasant. It really wasn't at all. When I was walking up the steps, I had to just kind of fuck around and do that little step and clinch and say, shit, if I'm gonna struggle walking up these motherfucking steps, I'm gonna get something out of it. So I was doing that little step and clinch shit like people was doing. I mean, there wasn't nobody behind me, so I can just do some stupid shit. But just regularly walking up steps is an effort, and it never was an effort before. And that just shows you how long I've been sitting in the house for 2.5, 3 years, however long it's been. That, you know, not having to really walk up no steps until you will have to walk up some steps. And I was like, yeah, I'm out of there. So I'm gonna have to start my run routine. That's one thing I got to get done as far as cardio and stuff like that. On days when it's raining, I'll walk, and on days when it's dry, I'll do my sprint. But I'm gonna have to work up to that. My regular workouts, I'm kind of trying to figure out a way that I can get that in, because I want to do my fasting too, but it might be kind of hard to get that fasting in there. That might be a once a month thing that I try to do, get a 48-hour fast in. Weekly is going to be hard to do, because even on the fasting, you have to prepare a day before and come off a day after, because even 48 hours for me, if I fast for 48 hours, and I've done more than that, you have to eat a certain way. You have to eat a certain way coming off a fast, or else you'll end up with the running shits. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know, when you come off a fast, you're supposed to have like soup and shit like that, ease your way back in the evening. I've gone on a fast a couple of times, and what I do, order some regular heavy ass food, and without fail, by the end of that day, you got the poo-poo flying shits. And I was like, well, I knew better, so whatever. So, and the fact that I got to get my weight training in, kind of throws a wrench in that whole thing too, because when I'm fasting, I can't do shit. That is a zero activity thing. I can do it because I don't work, and so, you know, I can sit around the house for 2 days and just chill the hell out and just drink water. You know, 2 days ain't really shit. But when you start you gotta incorporate your workouts. Excuse me. When you gotta incorporate your workouts in that, then you gotta also figure in your appetite right along with that. Because once you start working out, if you working out, your appetite is going to pick up. And it ain't no goddamn way you're going to be fasting, you know, right in the middle of your weight training, which is not really what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So I got to figure out, but you know, I got to trim down. Y'all will see that shit on my fucking, on the little pre-pictures that's going up on the 1st. I probably have to take those either tomorrow or Thursday. Yeah, those ain't gonna be pretty. I'll tell you that right now. I got some that I took last year when I started working out, and those are horrible. And I can't imagine these looking no better, because I ain't been doing them but sitting around since then. But yeah, trying to incorporate all that stuff in there. So, because the challenge itself is only 3 months. You know what I'm saying? It's October 1st through the end of fucking December. And that's long enough for you to get some noticeable changes, which is the point of the challenge, is to have a noticeable change by the end of the year. And then just a noticeable change, then after that, you know, I plan on making a challenge for the actual, you know, beach body. You know what I'm saying? The actual get ready for the summer body challenge. You know what I'm saying? Going into the, to the new year, already making some progress, and then moving forward from there. So yeah, that's the plan. End of the year, make some noticeable changes. That ought to be enough to keep you motivated. That's the whole point of the group, is the accountability part of it, and then getting into the, you know, once you get the accountability part, you know, if you manage to do it for 3 months and see some changes, then that ought to get you ready to spark up for, you know, springtime and summertime, you know, when you want to look good, because it ain't no use to, you know, starting off at the beginning of the year thinking you just for the, because people do it all the time. I know the New Year's resolutions and shit like that, and most people don't do the type of workouts that are even lend themselves to making any kind of progress. So I know what I got to do, and we all gonna be in here doing different things. This is not no one workout thing where, you know, everybody trying to do the same kind of workout. Whatever it is if you're trying to lose weight, gain some muscle, or just tone up, or whatever it is, you should be able to do it. You should be able to do, well, I ain't gonna say, you know, totally, depending on your goal, but you should be able to get some noticeable, at least, what, 25, 30%, 25, 30%, you know, in 3 months. If you keep to a weekly routine, which means there's no more Uber Eats after the 1st of October. I just had McDonald's tonight. It's gonna take me a month just to work that off. You know what I'm saying? So, and everything that I get gonna have to be cooked in-house. Yeah, it's gonna have to be cooked in-house, which is simple enough. That's not hard to do. It's just a matter of wanting to eat what the hell I cook at the house. So there'll be no more Uber Eats. If I am on my phone running through the apps, it's gonna be Walmart, to where, you know, I order my groceries like I normally do, but I'll make sure I buy shit. But my refrigerator ain't fucking participating. You know what I'm saying? It ain't doing what the hell it's supposed to do right now, because it's not freezing. So instead of the frozen vegetables I was buying, I gotta move to canned vegetables, you know, stuff like that. You just shift, you know, you don't let it, you know, you ain't gonna just let stuff just derail you like that. You just, you know, switch it up, keep on moving. So as far as my workout split, you know, I hadn't figured that out yet. I try to go by the theory of, you know what I'm saying, you got a couple of days of recovery. You know what I'm saying? You build yourself up. You want to stack your gains. You know what I'm saying? If you're sitting around for more than 3 days after you work out, that means you done started losing whatever it is you done gained in that last workout. So I'm trying to get, I'm trying to base my workouts on that theory. So I don't, you know, it ain't gonna be no Monday, you know, Tuesday, Wednesday, You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be the same every week. You know, I would like for it to be the same, but it's not going to be the same every week because I already know my first couple of workouts. And matter of fact, starting Friday, depending on what I do, I'm going to have to walk quite a bit for the next couple of days just to get my legs kind of moving and not stiff. It's going to be mostly leg day. And I really can't do squats because my ankles don't flex enough for me to do squats and shit like that. So at least squats where I have to balance myself. So I have to figure out a way to get some kind of squat workout in. By the way, squats I can manage to a degree, which is what I'm going to start out with. I can do deadlifts. So I got that I'm going to have to throw in on Friday. So it'll be deadlifts. And some sort of squat. And since I'm doing deadlifts, what I might end up doing in that workout is some rows. But since, you know, because deadlifts is, you know, other than your hamstrings and your legs, it work a lot of your back too. So I might throw in back and legs on the same day because it ain't like I'm going to be doing no hellified ass workouts right at the beginning. And then the day after that, I might have to do the push, you know, chest, bicep, shoulders. I mean, tricep, shoulders and shit like that. Get that in on the second day because by the third day, you know what I'm saying, I start on Friday, Saturday. Sunday might be an off day, but I think by Sunday, I'm going to be going through some muscle soreness from the deadlifts and whatever squats I do. So yeah, you have to figure that part in. I know it takes a day or so for that muscle soreness to set in, at least for my legs. So get that in first, knock that in, and once after a couple of weeks of that, I won't have to worry about that muscle soreness as much. And then I'll move on in that because you have to get that part in. Like a lot of people don't know, if you want to build your body up, you have to start with your legs. Your legs will trigger whatever it is you're trying to get your body to do. You know, I ain't no big leg guy, you know what I'm saying? You know, with the big quads and calves and all the other stuff. You know, everybody, genetics ain't fit like that, you know, just cause. But it's obvious when you see people that don't do leg days. You know, big old upper body, little legs. But I do leg days, you know what I'm saying? I go to the gym and just, you know, it's a leg day, you know. But I'm not for to sit there and squat for 2 hours, you know, hell no. That shit is not enjoyable at all. But as far as your mechanisms in your body, as far as the chemicals and processes that it releases and puts itself through in order to adapt to the stress of working out, starts with your legs because they're the largest muscle groups in your body. So yeah, you got to get into that. You know what I'm saying? You got to get into that. You got to get your legs. That's why, you know, if you go to the gym, man, the most in shape people in there are the women. They all legs. They all legs. And on the leg press machine, I'm over there. I got like 2, maybe 3 plates on there, depending on how I'm working out. And this, you know, a little chick over there, 5'2", 130, 140 pounds or whatever. She got like 4, 5 plates on the leg press machine. If I did that shit, my knees would be all up my goddamn chin and shit. And they just do it. Because that's all they do. You know. That's all they do. I figured out a long time ago, if I was going to get into anything, I need to work out like a woman. Like literally. Work out like a woman. You go in there, boom, you work out your goddamn legs, the rest is going to follow. If you're doing your routine. And that's for everybody else. You want to burn calories, well, shit, you got to build muscle. You got to build muscle to burn calories. And if you want to start with something, start with the squat. No matter how you can do it. Even though my knees and my ankles don't lend themselves for me to be able to do squats, I can manage to do some kind of squat. And I'm going to have to throw it in there until I'm able to do it. Because it's necessary. And that's something I'm throwing in real early. So a bit of advice for folks that don't know. If you want to get yourself in shape, you got to start with the legs. Build your legs up as best you can. You know what I'm saying? You still do your routine for the rest of your body, but everything that your body needs to do in order to get everything going, you know what I'm saying, as far as hormones, the little chemicals, all that shit, is triggered by the legs. It's the largest muscles in the body. You know what I'm saying? The largest muscle in the body, and it's the one that works your heart. You know, when you work your legs and shit like that, it feel like a cardio exercise. When you sit there and like you're on a leg press or doing squats, motherfucker be breathing and shit because your heart got to pump to work your goddamn legs. So yeah, keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? You just doing upper body. You know what I mean? You're trying to go into easy mode. You gotta attack some of the hard shit. The shit that you most uncomfortable with, you gotta attack that shit first. Like jumping jacks. It sounds funny when I say that shit. I can't do jumping jacks without about to fall over because the way my ankles and my knees are, there's no bounce. You know what I'm saying? There's no bounce. They're like if you drop, it's like the best way I can explain it. Anytime I rarely even try to jump, but I tried to do jumping jacks last week, and I was like, this sucks. It's like the difference between somebody in shape. It's like dropping a rubber ball on the floor, boom, and it bounce back up. That's like a healthy person. Me, when I jump and I if I can even get that far off the ground, it's like dropping a bean bag on the ground. It just go bloop. It ain't that little bounce, that reaction ain't there. And I'm kind of thinking that's how I kind of messed my hip up. I'm thinking, was it because of the walks, or was it because I was trying to do jumping jacks and kind of messed my hip up because I don't have that bounce? Well, I don't have that bounce. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that bounce. You know what? I have to do jumping jacks or else I won't ever get it. I won't ever get it. If I don't go next door when I work out and do jumping jacks and shit, I won't ever be able to do them. And it's the simplest shit to do. The shit that is like the stuff that I remember that was done to warm up nowadays is the workout. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get past all that. You know what I'm saying? That's the point of this whole group. So while I'm out here, well, I was trying to catch a breeze, but I hear the water hitting me down, but it ain't no wind out here, so I'm gonna take my ass back in the house. So everybody feel free to post what you're doing. Like I say, challenge starts on Friday, so I'll have some pictures either the day before or on that day before pictures, so we can keep track of process that we're trying to make and little updates on your workouts or what you're going to do for that day or trying to do and all this other stuff or whatever little advice that you're trying to do. Just make sure we ain't in here trying to sell shit. This is not a sale group. It's not a promotion group. We are not selling anything in here. I'm the only admin, so if I see you in here trying to promote some shit, I'm probably going to remove you out the group. So yeah, this is an accountability group. It's not a group of pushing whatever product you got. So I'm gonna hit you up on the next few days or so with a picture, and hopefully we get this thing going.